Oh, thank you. Whoever deafened Lo-Fi Radio, appreciate it. Oh, I lied. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Hopefully we get a few more people here for the new Marketing Growth Office Hours. New meeting, but not completely focused on bounties. Because we have plenty of bounties coming in, plenty of work. So wanted to change the function of the meeting altogether. Zoom stuff is in the stage chat. GM Ron, love your Twitch stream. Sadly, I'm not going to be able to watch it for my own meeting. That I would hear myself twice. It would be awful. But yeah, we got Zooms in the stage chat so that you can watch along with what we're talking about on the screen. And we'll just give people another minute or so to filter in before we get started. Good to see you, Firebomb. Lorax, dude, how you doing, man? And thanks, Psycho, for the opening of the stage and everything. Really good stuff. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's true too. I should add that to my. Copy paste that I do at the beginning. That would actually be better. Instead of hosting a Zoom, just send people to Twitch. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. All right. I'm actually going to do the whole edit thing. Say it. This will be the last. This will be the last Zoom. If you're in Zoom, you'll be the final OGs to see the Zoom. From here on out, we're going Twitch. Bam. Hey, Danielle. Thank you again. Big props to Danielle. For those of you that don't know, I was blessed to be asked to very minorly help her with the ETH Denver proposal, but 99.9% of credit needs to go to Danielle for taking that and running it forward. A super stud. If you have time to put on her calendar and just talk shop, I guarantee you won't be disappointed. But thank you so much for pushing that forward. All right, looks like we've got some people. I've got a screen that looks hilarious. Let's change that. Welcome. So we are changing the topic of this meeting. We have found that people are using the bounty boards, which we love, and partnerships are coming in left and right. And so we do not need to have a dedicated meeting just to talk about upcoming bounties. So now I wanted to switch this meeting to talk to you guys about what marketing is up to. I don't think that people really realize that marketing is into all sorts of things at all times. If you're ever on our Slack and you head down to the partnership section here, we're all up in this. We just got added to Panther today. We're going to start that soon. So definitely check out the partnership stuff because what we are doing, and this is going to be part of a bigger forum post that, did I say Slack? Oh my God, I feel so bad. But yeah, it's, we're going to be moving forward with the network effects of community to community partnerships. The partnership stuff is non-viz to many. Oh my God, I outed us. Sorry, I just get super excited and I can't tell what people can see and what people can't. But yeah, so what we have found is, and again, big reason why I wanted to give props to Danielle to start is that there is a serious benefit to partnership and community partnerships. People are excited when we join their communities. People are excited to join our communities, and most importantly, we, as noted in John's Foxifesto, which I have told many people to read, and I still keep telling people to read because it's important. There's enough pie for everybody. There's enough room at the table for everybody. We are going to be collaborative to the extreme, and what the marketing growth workstream has done has learned that lesson through doing, and seen it very, very clearly. And we are reorienting our workstream to push in those directions aggressively and in a way that's accountable. Yes, there it is, Danielle. Thank you. So this meeting is now changed. We're going to let you know what we're doing. We're going to let you know what's on the docket, what we are looking at, and how we're strategizing towards it, and how we're going to accomplish it. And hopefully this inspires anybody to tell more people to join this meeting and inspires more people to contribute. One last thing before I go on, I saw the Smith jumped in. Huge props to him. Cannot wait to let you guys know what the Smith has been working on with Hunt recently. It's still kind of secret, hush, hush, but it's really looking good, and huge props to him. And also Seth. Seth was one of our first bounty hunter and contributors and remains a valuable asset for the marketing growth workstream and the DAO. And although a lot of his work, happens siloed, he is extremely self-motivated. He continues to push things forward and is just as bullish on ShapeShift as he was when he started. So big ups to those two as well. So let's get to it. Agenda. So bounties, we're always going to talk about what bounties are available. Announcements and notes. We've got new roles coming out for Toasty and Hunt and new squads. And I want you guys to say welcome to Ethan and Arena. They'll be telling you all about it on this call. And then just want to keep things open for questions and to have an open forum. And that's when literally anybody can raise their hand, or if you can put yourself on stage, just get on stage. There's literally no bad ideas. There's no bad conversations. We can't be experts in everything, and so we want input. So how do you propose bounties? Well, the slides, the links to the slides are in the stage chat, and people are, you can just click on there and you can just fill out the form. I think I'm the one who most recently broke the form. That one's on me. I'm sorry. Ethan is being so kind as to rebuild it as a chili pepper form.
and we are going to get that back online. But people have been using it, and Lorax dude specifically was one of the dudes that helped us get that sorted out and figured out. And so props to that. But basically, you just go to the bounty board and you follow the process, and then basically you're just going to join up and meet with the marketing growth team, whoever is available and best suited to help you execute what you're proposing. And then we agree to parameters and pay rate, and then we go and DAO it. I want to make it clear, and everybody who's been through this process can attest, we do not dox you in terms of your compensation publicly. We will have conversations. The initial conversations will happen in public chat because we want there to be as much transparency as humanly possible. However, when it comes time to getting paid, we always move that to private and we keep it to just decision makers and yourself. So you don't have to worry about, doxing yourself or making yourself feel like you can't talk about those things. We keep those things separate. We keep a forum for that. So current jobs and bounties. So there are 4 bounties available right now. And 3 and 4 are basically part-time jobs, just so you know. It's just that, but we are paying at a per bounty basis. So YouTube impression mining and TikTok impression mining are still really high on our list. We want to find creators that want to create video content for us and help spread our vision of just this borderless financial system built on self-empowerment, self-custody, your keys, your crypto, no fees. I don't know. I could go on for forever. There really is not a better system to be involved in. And that's what we're looking for on both YouTube and TikTok. And we're willing to pay for those. The other 2 things that we're looking for on the bounty side is a crypto gaming integration specialist and a keep key integration specialist. So this is how that's going to work. Crypto gaming is going to work very closely with Hunt and Monstrosity. We are very bullish, and I explained this on previous calls. We're very bullish on crypto gaming and play to earn as a space, mostly because they are looking for solutions that ShapeShift and especially V2 ShapeShift has to offer, as well as the fact that it addresses one of the major bottlenecks as it comes to integrations, which is dev time. Our developers are super talented and incredibly busy, and it is hard to sometimes peel off work to do that. I mean, frankly, anything, in my opinion, anything that moves the goalposts for Diggy and the product team to implement what they are doing, and Josh and the engineering team in order to build out their workflows, is something that I really want to be careful about. But play to earn and crypto gaming, they have a lot of dev capacity. And so we are hoping to create connections in that space with those people in order to utilize their capacity to get ShapeShift in more of those places. So, if you know anybody who is really into the play to earn space, the crypto gaming space, and can help ShapeShift grow, we are paying people like that. And the same thing with Keep Key integration. That's going to work underneath Toasty. But essentially, now that Keep Key is on Onboard.js, we want Keep Key on as many Web3 DeFi protocols as humanly possible. And so if there was an entrepreneurial person out there that wanted to help us do that, a person that I would definitely have you talk to about like how to build a machine of that type and someone who can really help you understand is Seth. Seth would actually, if you want to do this, would be like totally amazing for your work style and work ethic if you wanted to jump in on this with us. But either way, this is someone that we are really looking for to help us bring Keep Key and our hardware wallet across the web. I have every hardware wallet that I know of. And I still use Keep Key whenever possible, just because I think it's cleaner. The display is better. I like one button operation. And so the more that we can get that out there, the more people are using hardware wallets as part of their crypto flow, and the more safe people are with their self-custody. And then at Jobs, we are looking for a marketing specialist. We are getting a lot of partnership requests, and Toasty's plate is just getting full. And we need someone to help us come in and just be tactical, on the ground, very organized, and continue to help us push our efforts forward. So, big announcements. There's still the tracking conversation, but I'm pretty sure that conversation is pretty much over. But just wanted to make sure that everybody knows that that has direct implications on what I originally proposed for the work stream. And coming this week are going to be a couple of forum posts talking about how we have adapted, how we have changed, what those results are. And I just wanted to keep making people aware of that. And then we have new contributors. Monstrosity is an integration specialist. Ethan as community growth head. Arena as a content creation head, I guess. But both of them are leading their own squads, and I wanted them to, tell you what that means and how that looks for us moving forward. But before we do, lots coming up. Ichi One Fox continuation. We are going to continue marketing this because we are now number one. We are number one with on the Ichi protocol with One Fox, and that's a huge accomplishment. A way to get stable tokens and earn APR without giving up your Fox, like hell yeah, love to see it, or at least give up the value of your Fox. And so we're going to continue there. GigaChat is a partnership that is ongoing, and we're really excited to partner with them. They're like a trading Discord, but they have a very unique offering that they do like real TA and research on a project, and we're really interested in seeing where this goes and if we can roll this out to more Discords of the same type and continue to build those network effects of value both ways. Elk Finance, I mean, if you want to LP and earn some Fox and Elk rewards, can't recommend that more highly, and we have a co-marketing scheme with them. ETH Barcelona, ETH Denver, we have to get planning on. They are ongoing. Atom Validator messaging. A lot of people don't know that the ShapeShiftDAO runs a Cosmos validator, and the first payment coming from the company that we partnered with, Taxi Stake, to the DAO is coming up at the beginning of December. And we're going to tell you all about it. Shout out to Arena for writing a fantastic article. And also shout out to Marley, who is helping us put it together. And then we are doing tokamak deposit campaigns. Depositing into tokamak not only earns you one-sided liquidity opportunities in farming, but also helps us direct the liquidity of those decentralized liquidity engines where we want them. This is huge. I personally am going to be completely unstaking from Bancor, which I love Bancor as a project, but I personally believe in tokamak long term, and that's where I'm going to be putting my Fox, and I'm really excited for that. Colony's launching Mission Control. This is huge news. They are going to be able to help us get bounty contributors from across the web, not just people that are in our Discord and are aware of what we're doing on our Notion. So that is going to start. And then we're also going to get a better template for these meeting slides because, I mean, look, I put these together and you can tell I'm not the most artistic. So it looks like Toasty's in the middle of a move. And so he is not here today, but Toasty is stepping into a role of being the strategic branding and partnership director. So he is going to continue wearing a lot of hats, but he is managing the go-to-market strategies for partnerships and integrations with the DAO. He is going to be responsible for project management and executing marketing campaigns from project go to market launch. He's going to be planning in-person events. And he's going to be recruiting, developing, managing, motivating, and liaisoning with strategic partner alliances and integrations outside of traditional crypto and DeFi. And this is why we are looking for specialists in these spaces, because we want to be, involved in NFTs in any way that we can. We want to be involved in blockchain and pay to earn gaming. So that's all really huge. Really excited for him to take on that role. And I wish he was here to say a few words, but we've been collaborating on this for a little while, and we're super jazzed for him to do that. Next is Hunt, and since he's here, you won't have to hear me talk anymore. You can hear someone else talk. But he is going to be our new director of growth and community. And congratulations and thank you.
Yeah, like you were saying, with the restructure of marketing, it's becoming like more and more capable. Prior, we were really like pushing towards pure bounty-based marketing and growth, and it didn't really necessarily seem like it was going to work or be the right direction to take, at least now. So having Ethan and Arena onboarded was one of like a major step. Monstrosity to everybody, the Smith and the whole LATAM marketing team. In regards to like working with like Ethan, building out like communities and like building out like mediums where people can go and like converse. I worked a little bit with like Arena and like got that newsletter and like news group started, so that was really cool to see. A lot of people really love it, so it's cool to finally see that happen. And then I really started like focusing lately on working with the Smith. And the LATAM marketing effort and like team is already pretty significant. I think there's like 5 or 6 people. They're basically working as like bounty workers, kind of like initially as marketing and growth like started. They're in like that phase. So working with the Smith, you know, he's put together like a presentation that he's gonna show you guys today. So I'm gonna invite him on stage and let him talk a little bit.
Free alpha on LATAM Labs? Oh boy.
Hello, GM, everybody. So I'm really glad to be here. And since I got involved with Hunt and Martin Grove, we have been producing a lot of content in other languages, especially in Portuguese and Spanish. So Hunt is a great Latin supporter, and therefore we are thinking about big projects like a Latin American project, OPSI, which can helping many DAOs demands and Brazilian events, things like that. So we have built a structure around Latin American OFSI. I would tell you guys a little about our vision around this. So I prepared a presentation that is actually we are discussing it internally. There's a lot of things to be building around, but I will share with you guys on stage chat. Just give me a moment, and then we will chat about it. I believe it already saw it.
I did already see it, and I'd like for you to present it to the community overall.
Yeah, thank you. So, as you can see, guys, we prepared something like El Mejor Dia for DAO, and this presentation aims, detail everything that we can build in Latin. So I started with why Latin, and we have a big DeFi segment here that grows strongly every day in Argentina, El Salvador, Venezuela, and people in this segment are very highly impacted by crypto. So as long we have this audience, we can empower them with our thoughts token and knowledge. Basically, we can forge knowledge. So we are going global, and we have a lot of members willing to contributing in Latin American offices. So like Mr. Bear, JP Dohek, they are very talented people that are, working hard to spread DAO work across our continent. So, as I said, there are major crypto movements happening in Latin America. So, we have a great support from Martin Grove, who aims to establish this authority in Latin. I wrote a little bit about our objectives. I'm following the presentation, okay? So I'm on page 3. So we can do from translation services to designing bounties and whatever DAO needs in Latin America, touching designing and development. So with this knowledge, we can build a lot of authority across Web3 social networks, which particularly I found really interesting. We, establish authority on Hive and Odyssey, Steemity, and etc. So basically, we are aiming social engagement and financial empowerment and on these Web3 social networks with our contents. Moving on. Yes, doors are open. Like I said, we can provide many kind of demands from DAO, and mainly we need to aim. I believe my personal experience here that we need to aim a novice experienced audience, and they are often in touch with Web3 platforms, so we can bring qualified foxes to DAO. So without giving all these fans and all content that we were producing, we are aiming the empowerment, so we can empower a lot of communities on Web3 networks by delegating some voting power. Because if you are familiar with Web3's networks, you know that you can delegate some power, some tokens that you stake in our wallet, so you can empower some communities. And I listed on this presentation some Web3 networks that we are working on. We had more than 1,000 views so far on Odyssey, and we are building a great engagement on Venezuelan Steemit and Hive. So I think that that's enough, because I made some observations about KPIs and funds, but we are totally willing to spread DAO's word across Latin America. Thank you, everyone.
Hey, thank you, Smith. Yeah, I'm super excited about it. They really do have he has a ton of content. Like, he could drop a bunch of Notion links on everybody and really like show the inner workings of like what they're doing mechanically. They're starting with like really like a content like distribution system, like just like English marketing does really. So they're starting to put out like a lot more marketing content, honestly, than we do, like focused on empowering like the population. Like, they really like having fiat currency in a lot of these places is just like unpleasant, because like the stability of currencies are like really bad, especially like Venezuela and like Colombia and all these other places, or Brazil, where like gas fluctuates like so heavily, like even like within the hours of like you could have gas like double on you, something like that. So having fiat currency,
Even Latin Americans living in, we call the third world, with a lot of financial issues. Latin American can be the best audience, because really crypto sensitive, so can be easily empowered.
yeah, so I'm excited. I'm also excited to see where it goes. Like I was saying, like they're starting with like a content distribution system and like network, and creating like really just like a systems. I guess he's creating like a systems diagram, or I'm going to help him create like a systems diagram for like anybody that's contributing to the work stream to like look at and be like, hey, I want to contribute there, I want to contribute there, and we just have like a system of operation for them. And also like getting some sort of like representation at some of like the events that happen in Latin America would be like really cool. It would be awesome to be able to like do some brand awareness like work down there, and maybe even have the Smith like rep like ShapeShift like DAO in one of these events, or one of these places, or like maybe the an event in Bogota, or like something like that, or Rio, or whatever.
We've been talking about it. I've been searching also, a crypto network here. So we even found BitConf. We have BitConf here for the next year. Could be a nice option. It's a big event, so we can also aim this kind of actions in Latin America for sure.
Yeah, so it's really cool and exciting to see that door open. Just like it's exciting to see Ethan jump on and Rena jump on, and like really see everybody start to like work together as like this like really productive and like capable team. So that's really my main focus, is just to like ensure that like this new structure and like this new way that marketing's like this new direction that marketing seems to be going continues to like work and like be like frictionless and like hyper productive and stuff like that. So that's all I got. Thanks, Pete.
Thank you, and thanks to Smith for literally just jumping on short notice and being thrown under the bus.
Yeah,
there,
dude,
just
like
crushing
10
it.
minutes. My bad.
All right. Next is Arena, who has joined us as our content creation guru, and she is already leading a squad of which Rohek Benitez, just Shocks, plenty of people have already contributed to. But I wanted her to introduce herself. You may have read her newsletters already, but I wanted her to introduce herself and let you know what's going on.
Yeah, GM everybody. So as Pete said, I'm leading the content creation squad, which I'm super excited about. We are basically going to be focused on creating all types of content that meets our brand standards and helps spread our vision and our message. So this includes the weekly and monthly newsletters, which you may have seen being posted already. Then also Medium articles and blog posts on various subjects. This could be blogs on our partnerships or various social media posts. Then also various graphics like posters, infographics, videos, such as YouTube videos, step-by-step, or some walkthrough videos on our processes. And then last but not least, creation of memes, GIFs, and other fun content for the DAO. So there has been a lot of interest and a lot of great talent who have come forward so far, including Rohek Benitez, Sharks, and Captain, which is great to see, and they have been awesome. So thank you guys for that. And as I'm continuing to build my team, I would love to hear from anybody who would like to contribute to the community and is ready to produce some great content for us. And that's it from me. Over to Ethan.
Yeah, last one is Ethan, who is our who's helping out with community growth and who's started a community growth squad that's I mean already taking over Reddit and Telegram. So hit it.
Hey guys, happy Monday in GM. So yeah, going to be coming on to basically promote the ShapeShiftDAO and build out as many communities as possible using the media outlets that we have available. Working alongside Pete and Hunt in Arena and GK and any others that I've communicated with already to just basically bring as much value to help inform and entertain users across all our communities and bring feedback from those communities back to the marketing and growth work streams so that we can continue to strategize and refine those strategies as we continue to grow out these platforms. On there, I have a link to the community growth Notion that anyone can go on and see content calendar as well as the growth streamline. So that's going to be if you click like on the growth streamline, you'll be able to find everything coming up, everything that's in progress, and everything that's been completed. And I'm also looking to kind of build out this work stream a bit more. So if you're somebody that you're like a master of Reddit, master of Telegram, Instagram, Facebook, you should reach out and we should collaborate so that we can build out the ShapeShiftDAO further on these platforms. And as Pete Coin says, when ShapeShift wins, everybody wins. And that's something I definitely agree with. And the ShapeShift community, when I initially stumbled across Fox, stood out to me a lot. So really grateful and honored to be taking on this position. Yeah, very excited to be attacking it. Basically, the latter half of November, we've just been laying the foundation for everything and beginning collaborations with the new squad, and basically just attacking everything in front of us. So yeah, that's a brief overview. If you have any questions, let me know. And I'm usually always in Discord if you have something come up another day.
Thank you, Ethan. All right, this is where we keep it open forum. The next meetings will be a little bit shorter in terms of us talking, but this is a very open forum. We want this to be anybody to come up and talk about anything. Any questions that you may have about how we're thinking about things or things that we should be thinking about. Anything you want to talk about in general, even if it's only small relation to marketing, we want to hear it all. So looks like Never Was put himself up here. Seth is up here. Let's start a conversation.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so about a week ago, I was doing my YouTube thing, listening to content creators, and I heard one mention, their Patreon account and rewards for it and such, and I thought, wait a minute, people are still using that? It's like, with any of those services, especially those layer 2 services, they take a haircut, every time they process a payment, and we don't. So I'm wondering about the idea of having a community-wide bounty to sort of help content creators, use ShapeShift in addition or to replace alternative services. I don't think it will be a hard sell when we tell them, we have no fees. We can transact in stable coins, especially once we get layer 2 working. So I'm wondering what the community thinks about that.
Initially, I like the idea. I would almost have to think that we would have to start like in addition to, as opposed to in replacement of, just due to the fact that it can be scary for people to onboard to crypto, and so I think we would want to like keep that and stay cognizant of that. And so I think we'll have to swag that out. Let's talk more about that, about how that would work. But I do think that there is an opportunity there that, if we can become a partner to a bunch of people that are looking for ways to collect compensation for their efforts. ShapeShift is a great way of doing that, especially since we do have on ramps and off ramps, and they are with on Juno coming on. They'll be truly decentralized, and that might work really well. Does anybody else have any thoughts on that? I don't want to be the only person sort of tossing out ideas here.
Yeah. I actually just raised my hand, and I guess I got accepted. But I am a content creator, and I do use Patreon. I hate Patreon. They take a big haircut, but it's one of those things like people are uncomfortable with crypto, like you were saying. Like me personally, I would just like to be able to just put an address and say, boom, here, use this. Because I run a private Discord, and I could say, hey, you can use this to pay for your Discord membership. Be much better. But here are the problems with the crypto solution. First is you can't set up recurring payments. That is the only reason that is. I mean, I'm sure they'll come up with more platforms that do that, but reoccurring payments is a big thing. Second is I'm trying to think of a better word than validity. I would say confidence in the platform. There's not a lot of confidence in a address. Like someone will see the address and be like, "Oh, are you sure it's there?" Or they'll say, "Oh, I definitely sent it there." Oh man, I didn't know I couldn't send it on this chain or whatever. That's it. It kind of complicates it. I mean, sure, you can use something that's like your platform name. Like for me, mine would be Drake on Digital. So Drake on Digital .crypto. But the issue with that is people are like, hey, can I send it to you via Matic? Hey, can I do it via Phantom? Hey, can I do it via Ethereum? Like there's different things. So I guess if there was a platform to be set up with an integration with that, I would say it would have to have some sort of standards and more so have like trying to think of the word something people can easily understand and see the options and not get overwhelmed. Because like if you give someone a wallet address and then say here's 10 different addresses to 10 different chains, they'll be like, wait, which one do I choose? And they're overwhelmed with it. It's almost like a menu at a restaurant. Typically restaurants they narrow it down to like 3 or 4 different items and sometimes more. But either way, it would be interesting, and I know a lot of people would be interested in using something like that. They have one called Coinbase Commerce, but it's only for like Ethereum and using Litecoin. And a lot of people like to have the other additional layer 1 solutions because they're already playing in DeFi and all kinds of different things. But yeah, I love ShapeShift, man. Been around for a year and a half with you guys, so kind of just chilling. And then ever since that airdrop, I was like, man, this is fun. I love it.
Yes, you've raised some great issues, and I agree. And it's for this reason that I think this would be a medium to long term type of thing. You're right. So, for example, the lack of recurring payments, that's something the ShapeShift platform could set up on its own, right? Just because it's not supported inside the Ethereum protocol doesn't mean we can't do it on our end. And an idea I've had for some time is to be able to essentially enable swaps during payment. So kind of like, as you pointed out, it makes no sense for like for a content creator to need to have 10 wallets for 10 platforms. You know, that's a hard sell. But what if we could say, I only accept payment in Bitcoin, but if you like let's say you want to pay in Ethereum, it could automatically do the swap during the payment.
Yeah, no, because you guys are integrated with Thorchain, so it'd be easy. The only problem is with all the fees on the back end. So it's like you almost have to group all the payments in that one day inside one transaction. I mean, I'm not writing your contract, so I'm not sure how you do it, but just somehow figure out how to compensate for gas.
Well, I mean, once we get to layer 2, though, that should be a lot better, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can be accepting like wrapped Bitcoin or wrapped Ethereum on other chains. That makes sense. But I know what would really take off for you guys. Like outside of cryptocurrency, I have my own company itself, and I would much rather accept cryptocurrency. But being able to accept payments in like cash or with a credit card and automatically turn that into a crypto trend, like automatically purchase crypto with it and send crypto to the merchant. Because the issue with current credit cards, like as we speak, like as a merchant, is chargebacks. So what people will do, they scam the system. They'll purchase a good or a service, and 2 or 3 days later, they will charge it back after they get the good or service. That way they get free whatever it is. So, I mean, being able to come up with a solution like that, I know it will take off. I've been trying to make my own itself, but I'm just having trouble finding a developer to be able to make something like that and be able to have a relationship with a bank. Because that's kind of where the sandpaper hits the road, is because that relationship to go from crypto to a bank is not very accepting. So it's hard to find that sort of relationship. But if someone is looking to do that, I would be happy to help and fund that if someone is able to develop something like that.
Sounds like it would be awesome to have you jump into the product workstream office hours, both of you. I think this is a fantastic conversation, better than I could have imagined. But yeah, this is definitely something that Diggy could share a ton of light on what this would take and what possibilities exist within our current systems. But it certainly sounds fascinating.
It really is. I've been in both the crypto side and the the payment processing side. I've been in it a bit longer. It's been about 8-9 years. And I see all the pitfalls with it. Like me personally, if I wanted to scam the system, I know exactly what to do. Like that's how much I see it. It's ridiculous, and it's frustrating, and I hate like the way I see it. I just don't even ever do a chargeback, even if the merchant was wrong for doing so, because I see the scam in the system. Like, listen to how scammy this is. If you really wanted to mess up a company, all you have to do is just get a bunch of people to charge up a card, file a bunch of chargebacks, and they can't accept payments ever again. They'll get blacklisted from the banks, and they can't ever open up an account. It's crazy. I know there's only 20 people in here listening, which is a good thing, but if you really wanted to get at someone, you can do that. It's crazy. That's how corrupt the system is.
That post from John?
I did.
Here's some alpha. And I'm glad to have you on the stage. I'm definitely interested in like talking with you further about like creating more content, ShapeShift focused. I know you talked to Arena the other day, and I think you were like one of like the more valid like leads that I needed to also follow up with. And before you posted that video the other day, so I definitely appreciate you being up here. If it looks like our tokamak reactor is going to be activated, you could probably make some content on that and be first to hit the scene with some ShapeShift Alpha with Mac. Anyway, yeah, thanks for getting up here.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be open to doing that. I think I did make one the other day when you guys had Votomac. I was talking about Votomac. Or was that question referred to someone else?
Yeah, no, it was right. Yeah, Pete, definitely interested to see. We should do
Yeah.
it looks like we're about to be busy.
Yeah, I think we are about to be busy. That'll be really cool. Yeah, let's chat a little more. But yeah, for everybody who's looking for the tokamak reactor, just keep your eyes peeled because we're going to be announcing that hopefully as early as this afternoon. It sounds like so. We're pretty pumped about that.
Fingers crossed.
Never was. You hopped on stage as well. You've been really patient. What's up, my man?
No worries, guys. First, let me give you guys props to M&G. Guys are killing it. Love to see the new members. Love to see the participation and the contributions. Great job, everyone. Only thing I wanted to bring up, Petecoin, was earlier today. Just on the App Store for the iOS. Who is dealing with the problems that are coming up there? I mean, not the problems. The going into the new releases and stuff like that and the versions. I know that was something you guys might have been handling previously with a dedicated person, but now that we switched to the DAO, I don't know if anyone is replying back to those or providing information. So I just wanted to bring that up, and so that you could put that on your map somewhere.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That is a good point. I'm just going to put that on my list of things to chase down this week. This is I appreciate you bringing that up. Yeah, I don't know where it's at centralized ShapeShift, but I agree that, regardless, that's backwards looking, and to continue looking forward, we have to be proactive about who is going to be doing that. And I appreciate you bringing that up now. I can network with some people and figure that out.
Oh, no worries. I didn't mean to throw it in your lap. Any support that you need from any of the teams that might be involved. I just know that Tyler had mentioned that you guys have a good foothold in knowing what to say to the customers and the image that you want to portray for the ShapeShift overall. So that's the only reason why I brought it up today and didn't want to make it seem like it's a responsibility that, may or may not fall in that realm.
I appreciate that, but I mean, we all need, I think everybody in this Discord is doing a great job of just, collaborating, filling in where we see fit. So I appreciate all the clarification. I don't see it as dumping it on us. It's just something that needs to happen. And I appreciate you putting it on my radar. It's not something I'd been thinking about. Tyler made a point that it could be a joint effort between marketing, growth, and support. But yeah, I appreciate you bringing it up. There's no ulterior motive. We all gotta DAO together to make our dreams come true.
Sounds good. That's it from me. Thanks, guys, and keep killing it. You guys are really. I'm really excited to see your team growing and all the senior people, lifting up other people in the community and continuously building. So it's a great thing to see.
Appreciate that. Yeah, we've got talented people in this Discord, and more talented people continue to join. And as much as you guys can, make yourself known, because we need as many contributors as we can get. We need as many talented individuals that want to grow ShapeShift, and I'm sure that we'll be able to find a place for most, if not all. Is there anybody else that wants to ask any questions or have any ideas or just anything along those regards? Because we can give back some time.
Hit me up if you have any interest in the ETH Denver events, or still taking comments and feedback on the forum post. But yeah, looking for some people to help. So if that interests you, you're local, or you want to travel out here, DM me.
Perfect. Even better. Super excited for that. Not to take some of your thunder, but we are hearing from ETH Denver that we might be able to have impact in ways that we didn't originally think, with different levels of sponsorships and other things. We're very bullish on ETH Denver overall, and so thank you again, Danielle, for pushing that forward. And Ron wants to be involved. Pick me. Well, yeah. I don't know if you can see it, Ron. If you scroll down to marketing, can you see ETH Denver planning and Barcelona planning? Can you see those channels? And if not, I may need to ask Giantkin to make those channels a little more public. Or maybe we do it invite only. I haven't thought about it enough, but let's at bare minimum get you in there so you can start chatting, and same with everybody else. But I don't want to just inundate it with a bunch of messages, but I don't see any reason why it can't be more public. ETH Giantkin, yes, thank you, Danielle. ETH Denver planning. Giantkin, super stud, by the way, as well. Definitely want to sync with you soon to also just chat about the fact that we are opening up in Reddit and Telegram and things like that, and how our work streams can collaborate, because we're going to definitely need moderators, and we're definitely going to need help. And also big shout out to Giantkin for already jumping on this with bots for Reddit and other things. So the more that we do, the better.
Pete, thinking forward, whenever this thing does go live, we might need like some marketing content that we don't have. Do we have any like plans or ideas for like a new like image or something, like from out of gray, like, announcing it, like kicking off the reactor? Are we gonna use the old one? Stuff like that.
So I don't think we have any new visuals. We do have that visual from Grey Machine, and I think that NFT from Luna Hawk, but I don't think we have any new stuff. Do you think we can come up with something that quick this afternoon?
Well, if you guys need any help with marketing, or like any videos or deep dives or anything, I can help with that. I love ShapeShift. I like the Fox team and what you guys are looking to do. Basically, bringing DeFi to the masses. I mean, anything that helps, I'm down to help you guys.
Let's do it. Well, then it sounds like we've got stuff to do, guys. If there's no further questions, Drake, pop down into the marketing public chat, and we can move into the marketing public voice Discord. Open invite to everybody as well. But it sounds like we're going to do a powwow about Tokamak, and we're going to move down into the marketing public channel, leave the stage open for sweet lo-fi hip hop. But yeah, sounds like the race is on, and we're excited to get started. So hopefully see more of you guys there. But if not, have a great day, GM or night, GM in general, and we'll see you next week for next marketing office hours. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
All right, sounds good. Thanks.